Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to do a little makeup look using the products that I picked out in my shop, my stash for February. So everything I picked out I'll be using, but the lip products actually will be again part of my Project Pan that I'm doing, the 365, so I'll be using one of those lip products today to go on my look. So today I decided, so this is like everything that I picked out for the month of February that I'll be using. So let's go ahead and get started on this makeup look. So the clips I'm using is actually these. They're from Amazon, and I actually got this from one of the YouTubers that I watch. Her name is Jessica Byrne. She's actually really cool. I do like using her. I like watching her. She does like different type of videos like lifestyle, try-ons, things like that. So she is really cool and I really do like her, and I watch her a lot and a few other YouTubers, but she was talking about these clips and how they're really good for putting your hair back and they stay in place and all that. So I'm like, cool. So I got some. You get these actually in a 2-pack, and you just get on Amazon, and they come with pink and purple and black, different colors. So, and they're not, again, they're not really that expensive, pretty cheap. But let's go ahead and get started. I like to do my eyebrows. That way I could do my eyes next, because sometimes when I do my face and do eyeshadow last, the fallout comes and I really don't like that. So let's go ahead and do my eyebrows. And the eyebrow pencil that I picked was my Goof Proof. So this is from Benefit. I really do like brow product from them, and also got the 25 brow style. So these are my favorite brow products that I love to use. So let's go ahead and do my eyebrows, and then we could start, and then we could do our face. And the palette I decided to use is the Huda Beauty one, the Green Obsession, a more Obsession, along with my Milani one in Pomade Light. So I'm going to be using this as all over my eyelid shadow. So I just like drying out my eyebrows, and then I'm going to use a clear brown gel to set it. So this is just, I'm going to basically just fill in. And I already did my skincare. So if you guys actually want to see me do a skincare routine that works for, you know, if you have oily skin or you need more products that work for that, then I can actually show you a skincare routine that works for me. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this filled in. Actually, I think this is dried up, so I'm gonna actually have to, yeah, looks pretty dried up, because I don't think it's really working on my skin tone. Because I got this in like medium brown, 3. I think that's like medium brown. But yeah, so I just basically just fill it in, and if you hear the noise, my fiance and my kids are out there playing while I'm filming, so don't mind all the noise. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this in and do a little, I may have to do, I don't know, just seem like a little too light. So I'm gonna actually use my pod that I have just to fill in like the rest of it. So I'm using my e.l.f. pod, because I feel like it's just not really working, and I feel like it's really light. So I'm just going to use my brush from Lavish. This is actually from Ipsy, so I got an Ipsy kit they sent to me, and this is actually in medium brown. So I'm just going to use this to probably just fill in, and this actually works a lot better. So I may have to either throw that away or declutter it and just not use it anymore, because I really don't like the way that it looks in my eyebrow. See, that's a little bit better, as you guys can see. But something like that. So that actually, yeah, I think I'm just going to declutter that and probably use something else for the month of February. And with me in makeup, I really don't use it that often. I mean, I do work, and I've been working about 4 to 5 days a week now for my job. So I frankly, when it comes to me wearing makeup, I really don't wear when I have to have a mask on all day long, because number one, it makes my skin, my face look sweaty and all that, and if it becomes too sweaty or too oily, makeup tend to, rub away, and I don't like all that makeup all over my mask that I have to wear. So the days that I'm off and filming, or if I'm doing something on my days I need to, that I'm not going on and have to wear a mask, then I love putting on makeup and all that. So I think that's good for my eyebrows. So let's go ahead and get into the eye patch. So this is what, excuse me, the Emerald palette look like. It's very beautiful, and the good thing is that I got green eyes, so it kind of matches me. And the primer I'm going to be using is my favorite one by Milani. A lot of the product I have discovered by YouTubers, because I constantly watch YouTube now before I started filming. So between me now starting my filming this month, I watch YouTubers, and a lot of stuff they recommend I really do like. And she, like the one person here that I actually discovered this by was from Emily Noel. She's cool too. And a lot of them I just really like. So she basically, when I first started getting that, she said put it between 2 fingers and rub it, and then put it on your eyelid. And she uses this all the time. Like, this is like literally her holy grail. And she never is like really without it. I mean, she does use other primers, only she gets it from PR or buys it, and she'll test them out. But she always goes back to Milani, make it in the Milani one. And I discovered really good products that work for my skin between, watching a lot of YouTubers that I do watch constantly. And I just, because either they have the same skin tone or they have oily skin like me, and so they've been a YouTuber for a long time and they know what works. I mean, not saying they're expert, but they know, what could work for one person, and a person that's oily skin know how, certain type of makeup doesn't work, and you have to use, certain type of primer, certain type of foundation, or things like that, just so it can stay on. So I like to set my eyes because my eyes tend to get faded really easily. So the one I've been using, and you guys will see a pan of this because I love, 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 love this. This is actually actually I have another one. So I'm using the e.l.f. So I decided to use the Essence Brighten Up. You guys can see I have hit pan on this. This is how much I love it. This is like literally my holy grail when it comes to setting my eyeshadow, say underneath my eyes and my T-zone. It's called the Brighten Up Banana Powder, and I have had this for a really long time, but it works so freaking well. So I'm going to use this crease brush by Vizzy. Look like this. So just a nice little crease brush. And I just take some off and just spread it around, that way my eyelid is all set. You can see that it's very brightened. It doesn't got no shimmer, you know, any shimmer whatsoever. It just has that type of tone that just makes you eyes look bright and beautiful and all that. So I like using it not only for this but also underneath my eyes, just to give it some brightness around my eyes, my T-zone, things like that. But I have the powder that I'll be actually using. Of course, now I use Stop My Shash powder. So yeah, let's go ahead and get, so I'm going to be using, and don't mind my brushes, they are dirty. I have to wash them again. But this is my favorite one that I got from Ipsy a while back, called the Glam Doll. It is like the perfect crease brush for me. And I'm going to take this light minty green right there, just so we get everything started. And I'm just going to use this in my crease. Let's go ahead and put you guys closer. That way you guys can see what I'm doing. But yeah, I really do like these Huda Beauty palettes. They're very beautiful. And this is like a very like minty green. But I have, like, you guys saw it when I did my video shopping my stats February, that I decided to pick all three of them out. And I, again, you know, a lot of products I discovered by YouTubers, a lot of them I discovered by buying them and trying them out. And Huda Beauty is actually one of my favorite brands I really do like. She does amazing with shadows. The mattes are beautiful, the shimmers are beautiful, everything about the palette she does. Now, I have not got like the bigger like palettes that she got, only got like the 9-pan ones. I know she came out with some recently, but unfortunately I don't have the money right now to buy or try it, because I wouldn't mind to get some more, but also I have a whole bunch of palettes that I either need to get through or declutter or use, because right now, until I get another Alex 9 drawer, my collection is out of line, and it is crazy. You know, for a person that, you know, have not done YouTube before, I'm not like the typical YouTuber that has like a whole bunch of makeup from PR and buying and all that. This is from like literally subscription boxes and literally me getting them every month, and that's how my collection got as big as it is. And that's how I got so much. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe that off. And I'm going to use the darker green, which is this one right here. So the darker green here, kind of like the grass green. And I'm going to use this in my crease to darken this up and deepen up in the crease. I just like to go back and forth, and you can see how beautiful this is. Like, literally, this is the type of, like, I was actually scared to get this because I'm really not into like colorful eyeshadow, but for some odd reason, just know I had green eyes, and the first time I used this was when I first got a while back, but it, like, literally, it made my green eyes go pop. Like, it popped so much, and I'm like, ooh, I love it. I had a ton of compliments from this, and I'm like, yeah. And that's when I started exploring more colorful eyeshadows. I realized that some of them I really do like using. Okay, so I'm going to use my clean blending brush. This don't have a name on it, but I had it for a while, and I use this to actually blend two shades together. And I really I've tried other blending brushes, but something about this, like I keep going back. It's just something about this that makes me want to keep, you know, going and keep using. And it just does so great job blending the eyeshadows together to where it looks beautiful and amazingly. And I really wish I had like a double of them or even 3 of them, because so that's so fun. You can see like got the lighter green and then you have the darker green, kind of like, and you can see like the blend in those 2 shades. So now we're going to go into this like deepest one, and you're going to be in the outer corner into the crease, and this I'm actually going to be using my brush from Motorola, just like a little detail brush, and I'm just going to use this to, so I'm going to start on the outer corner and just do a little outer corner deepening. I don't want to like disguise green, I just want to be more deeper, kind of like that. And I like to get all the way up. But yeah, I really do like it. And then once that is done, I will go back to my clean blending brush and just blend all this together. That way it look cohesive. So, kind of like that. And then I'll take my clean blending brush and just blend these 2 together. That way they look cohesive together. And it kind of looks like this. And then I'm going to use my first brush I use and just go back into the deep green and make sure, you know, that doesn't get taken away. But you can see like the combo of the green and the darkness of it. But I think it's really beautiful, and but that will look like so far. You can see that it kind of like makes my gray eyes literally pop. Well, let's go ahead and do the lid. I'm actually going to use the I think for this, I'm trying to figure out what should be better. I think I'll probably use this green right here all over my lid. And the good thing about this is that this is also one of my favorite blend crease brushes from Luxe. Precision shader look like that. And this is actually really good. You don't, most of the time, you don't even have to spray the brush. Again, this is like literally one of my like holy grail. And you can see like it is so freaking beautiful. And you literally don't have to spray your brush with this. It does such a good job just spraying it on. But this is actually going to be the base of what I'm going to be doing. So I am going to put the other liquid shadow on top just so I have something to, you know, connect to. But you can see how beautiful that is and how good, like, literally the brush is doing. Now I can spray if I want it to be more intense, but since I'm spraying that liquid eyeshadow on top, I'm going to go ahead and just leave it as it is, but see the beauty of it. So when it comes to that, what I like to do is that anytime I work with any type of liquid shadow, first of all, I'll give you a little swatch of what it look like. But that will look like beautiful. I'll put some in my hand, and then I will use a brush just so that way. So I'll take the same brush I use, and I'll put a little bit on my brush like that and just like tap it. That way it won't mess up. You can see the effect on it. I know it look messy, but once I blend it out, it will look just fine. And then we'll take a little bit more. And then also sometimes I like using this on a brush, and I'll put this on a brush. So I'll just take a little bit and put this on a brush. Don't worry, it may look crazy now, but it'll turn out good. And I'll just use that also to pat it on. And you can see the beauty of this, like literally it just like beyond beauty. And then we'll go back into this green shade and we'll just use it to make sure everything blended and everything looks good. And you can see the shift between the green and the blue, which is actually, I think, is pretty cool. And then we'll go back to my other one to do the deepening of this. So we'll go back and make sure it's all blended in the deepening and all stick together. That way look cohesive. And then of course I like using again my clean blending brush and just blend this together. And the madness of doing all this is actually really cool. But this is what it looked like. It looks amazingly. And then sometime I'll take my finger and just pat it that way. You can see like the effect between the blue and the green, and it just literally really awesome. Then of course I'll do the same thing again on the other side. And we'll make sure that that stays on. And make sure we have the deepening on the outer crease. And then of course we'll take this first brush we used. And then of course we'll take my clean blending brush and we will blend all this together. But that will look like, and you can see the blue and the green. And I think it's freaking beautiful. Like literally, there is a little bit of fallout, and that reason why I decided to do my eyes first, especially come to like glitter. But yeah, it's like a bluish type green, like under the sea type look, and I really do like it. Now for eyeliner, I'm going to use my e.l.f. gel eyeliner, which I'm actually trying to use it more on my cream products for that reason. So before I do that, we're going to go ahead and use this lighter green for the inner corner. And my favorite brush to use that is this one, again, by Luxe, and this is like a different scent, but it's like a little tiny brush, and I love it because it actually does get like in the corner of my eyes, and it's just like one of those beautiful like golden yellow type tone. As you can see, it just, I don't know, just makes my eyes just pop. Usually, you know, you go the golden or this is like beautiful. But yeah, that's what my eye looked like so far. I just, my eye one, I like use this for eyeliner and for my brows, so I did wipe it off so I don't have any of my brow product on there. But I'm just going to take a little bit and make sure I get all the sorry, extra off of it. And we're just going to do a simple little eyeliner. And this actually works really well for my eyes because it's not too much and it does great. Just but you can see that it gets right close to the eyelashes. And for me, I don't do a ring because number one, you can see, because I'm not really good at doing wings, so I just stick with a normal eyeliner. I mean, I have practice, but I personally not a big fan of it. And let me get my other brush I like using. Kind of more thin and for this purpose. So I'm going to use my other one. And this one I actually like too. But this does a great job just straighten this up. So I'm going to make a little bit more because I don't want to put too much. Again, I just want to make a nice little line. And I don't want it too thick. I'm not willing to like thick lines or thick eyeliner. I'm more like a very thin one. So I'm very careful how much I put on this. But yeah, that basically, you know, as good as I like it. And then I'll wipe some off, and then if it does look straight, I just straighten it up. And that way it look nice and even, as you can see. Not perfect, but you know, it works. And then if I feel like that I like went over, I like to tap just to give it extra whoosh. But yeah, that's so far how my eye look. But I really do like it. I'm actually going to use my pinky finger and go back and put some more of that color in my inner corner. That way it shows. And you can see how beautiful this is, like lily. So for brow bone, I'm just going to use my Billow Dollar Brow. This is what it look like. They have a concealer on this side and a highlight on that side. I like using the highlight because it does a great job just highlighting my brow bone. And I just put some right underneath it, and I use my fingers and I just blend it. And that is what I do. And you can see the very little fallout, but you know, with glitter, liquid glitter, you got to be careful because they tend to fall out more than you want. And that reason why sometimes I do like using my eyebrows on my I do my eyes first because it just tend to work a lot better. So I'm going to be using my new wipes to wipe the Princess one by Essence. But this is something that I actually use when I want a more like fluffy type eyelashes. This is more like a special occasion. If I want like big bold, you can see it just makes my eye look bigger and wider and bolder. I think this is actually getting dried out. I do have a backup tube of this. And this is from L'Oreal. You can actually get this at Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Target, places like that that sell it. They have a waterproof version and then a regular one. And unfortunately, I had to get black brown because they don't have, so far as I saw, as I've looked, they have not have a regular black one. So this is what it look like with it. I don't usually put eyelashes on the bottom, mascara on the bottom because they tend to smudge. So yeah, but this is what it look like. Very beautiful, very bold. It does that, and I think this one's actually getting dried out. So I'm probably gonna have to open up my second one, which is kind of cool. Okay, so now that we got the eyes done, now we go straight into the face. So I'm using my Will Technique sponge. Love this. This is one of my favorite ones besides the e.l.f. one. This actually reminds me of my e.l.f. one, and it has like the squishy, bouncy one. So yeah, for primer that I picked out was my, just should have it. I know it was my is my Angel Veil, which you guys know I love this. Actually, a new kind. I actually always have a backup of this because how well it works. And I noticed that with the summer coming and spring that my skin is starting to get a little bit more oily, which means I'm going to have to change up my cleanser and my primers. But this is the reason why I do a spring summer one, because I've always used this during the springtime. And again, it comes out all white, but once you put it on and rub it in, then it will look good. So I just put a dot all over. And it's not one of those like very silicone type ones, but it does a great job just keeping my makeup on. And it actually a dupe for the Hourglass one that they have, and I could not afford that. So of course I watched, you know, one of the YouTubers that I watch, she recommended this for Only Skin. She says actually a dupe for that, for the high-end version. And I tried it, and it was like, oh yeah. And the fact that it was like half the price of that for NYX, and you can see it smooth. Don't mind this after. I have tons of pimples, which you can see later on. I tend to have pimples a lot. My skin is very oily, acne prone type skin, and it sucks sometimes. But anyways, so for foundation, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Overlay. I only use this once or twice, but I got this in the shade Creamy Natural. And I remember this is like the old package I used to use. Why do it look darker than it should? No, no, that's fine. I was gonna say, why does it look darker than it should? But yeah, basically, I should put my hair back. Yeah, so like I got like the older package of this, and I remember weighing it, and oh my god, I mean foundation in my hair, not good. But this is like something that, it was called like the Age Rewind on A-List, something that had like the overlay in it too. It was like in a red package, and that actually something I used when I first started wearing makeup because I extremely loved it, and it works so well for my skin. So I put enough pump. I usually do 1 to 2 pumps, depend, you know, how much coverage I want. But this is actually a very, you know, medium coverage. I wouldn't say like a full coverage, but it's pretty much like a medium coverage. But it does great, like cover up my redness and everything. So I usually blend back here along my, so yeah. Then I take a concealer brush and blend it, you know, around here so it won't look like. And let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so go ahead and remove some of this. I forgot to do one more thing, and I have to set my eyebrows so that way they can stay in place. So I'm going to quickly set these. Again, I'm using my Benefit Gel one. Again, I love Benefit products. I bought Benefit products. I've been buying these for a long time. So yeah, this is actually not a bad shade for me. But you can see that it's smoothed out. And cover the redness I have around my nose. Usually I put a corrector, like my Pixie corrector, which I love this too. But I decided not to do it because I'll have concealer to do it. And of course my favorite concealer is of course the Boing, which of course why I got that. So yeah, this is my favorite concealer. This is the Boing Cakeless Creaseless Concealer. I love it. Like literally, this is something I know has like a thin like doe-foot application, but I just love it. I mean, it works so well. It does not crease underneath my eyes, and it's something that probably will be using up a lot. Just covering up my redness right here. Of course, put a T-zone, but I'm also going to cover up this right here because ow, that hurt. Yeah, let's see, I'm going to cover up this. So I got this, and you can actually see I have a window. Look, a little window. And I got this in AO1, I think light neutral, something like that. I usually, when it comes to my concealers, I do the light neutral because I want it a little bit lighter, not too light. But this is actually perfect that I love. So I'm going to use my Will Technique and use the tip of it for underneath my eyes. So I like to just press it in underneath. And you can see how good it works. Now just blend in the rest. And it just blends in. You can see that it actually hides. I mean, you can still see like the pimples and all that, but it just does a great job, and I really, 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 really do like this concealer. So that is all blended out, and then I take the other side and I just like make sure that's all blended in and make sure that there ain't no line between my foundation and concealers. See how much it like literally brightened up, and you can see that it looks cakeless and all that. But I just love it. Okay, so for the under eye, I'm going to use my Kat Von D for and then my Charlotte Tilbury for all over the face. So I got medium 2, and that will look like. There we go. And then this one is just translucent. And this is actually a highlighter brush, but I use it to go underneath my eye. So I will take a little bit, and usually I will get rid of the excess so it won't be too cakey. And I will just blend it and put it underneath my eyes and go back and forth. It does a great job just blending everything. You can see the highlight and all that. So I usually put it where I put my concealer, except, you know, make sure that it doesn't highlight everywhere. So yeah. But this is what it look like. You can see it's very smooth and everything. I do have bags underneath my eyes. I did put eye cream underneath to help, but I don't hardly sleep, so that's the reason why you probably see me with a lot of baggy eyes. But other than that, you can see it's very like smooth, and it just works really, really well. And I just love this. And then of course I always take a big fluffy brush like this for all over the face, and I usually just take some and I will just swirl it around, tap off the excess of it, and then go over where I didn't put the other powder. So like cheek area, forehead, things like that. So yeah, see, it makes my face look beautiful and flawless in a way. But I really do like it. Stick with the Marc Jacob Tantastic one, which looks like that. And I usually like use a big fluffy brush that kind of like has like a taper one, Johanna, because it gets right in my crevices and right where I need to go. And this actually reminds me of my Butter Bronzer. Kind of like the same shade of it, but it great just contouring and it make me look bronzy. And I love it. As you can see, you know, everyone like went, as I've Lauren and her, that, you know, everyone went goo goo gaga over this. And I will take some down here. But yeah, this does a great job just contouring and put bronzer exactly where I want it. And I look, you can see, all bronzy. and everything. So then for blush, I picked out my Athea blush. So this is what it looked like. The cool thing about this is actually recycling packages, so once I get done with it, and if I hit pan and stuff, but these are the shades. They're very, very beautiful. So let's go ahead and get this done, and then I'll use my favorite brush, which is this one right here, and we'll use this color right here, which is Compassion. Put that all over. And usually I just like do a cheekbone. And you can see how beautiful that is. It's a very beautiful blush. And then for highlight, I'm not going to use a highlight there. I'm going to use the highlight in my Be Everything. And I'm probably going to be using Diamond Dust. And for highlight, I like using this one, Will Technique one. You're supposed to use it to do concealer, but I use it as a highlighting brush, which I love. So I'm just going to use the top of my cheekbones and just do some highlighting right there. And then Cupid's bow. And then of course the bridge and everything, and then I take my powder brush and just blend everything in. And then this is why I like to use my spray and setting spray after all the powder, just to blend everything in and look natural. And then for lips, I am going to be using, and I know I had a lip product here. Be right back. Okay, for lip product, I'm going to use my Pixie one and Really Rose. I figured that would be beautiful with the green because it's kind of like a peaky nude. Since I got like a bold green, I think it would be beautiful. So I'm going to put that on, which it is. It's actually perfect. It's actually liquid lipstick that actually dried down but felt very comfortable on the lips. So that's how it looks. But you can see how beautiful that is. So let's go ahead, take the hair clips down and everything so we can finish the look. Put my glasses back on. And this is the final look for using my products from Stop My Stash February. So this is my final look for using my Shop My Stash for February. Hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys enjoy what you saw. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my video, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you click subscribe and like. And again, thank you for whoever's watching this. I really do appreciate it. And so I'll see you next time. Bye.